Right. Okay, I am going to share my screen first. Then, before moving into the lesson, right. Okay, guys, can you see the screen? Right. You can just send me a message, yeah? Yes or no. Right. Y O N. Y for yes, no for N. Right. If you are having like any other problem, right? You can speak, huh? Right. In any of the problems, if you have any other problems, you can speak. Right. Right. Okay. Good. So I gave you the homework as third one and fourth one, right? For these two, right? For filling these two, right? Always you need what you need. You need the multiplication table, right? You need the multiplication table, right? And if you are very good at multiplication table, right? You can do this. Guys, give me a little 1 minute, huh? Right. Uh, if you are good at what I was telling is if you are good at multiplication table, right? This lesson is nothing, right? This lesson is nothing, right? So first of all, right? In the third question, it says join the ratio in column A to the equivalent ratio in column B, right? Right. Let's take the first one of the column A. So this is the first one. 4 to 3. You need to match, right? You need to find the match in the column B for this ratio, right? Right. Let's look at that. Then here you have 4 and here you have 3, right? Let's take the first one of the B, this one, right? You can convert number 4, right? You can convert number 4 into number 2. How? What is the way? Right? You can divide 4 by 2, right? 4 by, right? If you divide this number 4 by 2, you can obtain 2, right? If you divide this number 3 by 2 again, can you obtain number 3? So that cannot be, ඒක වෙන්න බෑ, right? So this is not the match for the first one. So here you have 3 ratios and here again you have 3 ratios, right? And here you have two ratios, right? Right. When we consider the first number of this one, right? Number 4, here you have number 18. Can you convert number 4 into 18, right? By using any other way, right? Is there any multiples, right? Right? 2 times 4, 8. 3 times 4, 12, right? Then 5 times 4, 20. It is more than this 18, right? So this is not a suitable one again, right? So the rest is this. Let's see. From column A, we have 4 to 3. I am not going to discuss all, right? And here we have 8 to 6, right? Let's see how to obtain 8 to 6. If you multiply this 4, right? If you multiply this 4 by 2, you can obtain 2 times 4, 8, right? So here you have 3, right? You are going to multiply by the same number, right? Multiply by 2. 2 times 3, 6, 8 to 6. So the match is this, right? The matching one is this, right? So let's go for the 10 to 15. So you have to find 10 to 15. Here 3 ratios, 10 to 15. then these two can be removed, right? Can 10 be converted into 2? Right? Yes. How? If you divide 10 by 5, you can obtain 2. If you divide 15 by 5, you can obtain 3. So this is the match for this one. 6 and 5. Again, 2 ratio, right? एक බලන්න ඕනෙත් නැහැ. You can match it, right? Because two ratios තියෙනවා එකන තියෙන්නේ. Only this one, right? So 6 can be converted into 18 by multiplying it by 3. 3 times 6, 18. Right? 3 times 5, 15. Right? Right. Now let's come to where we have 3 ratios. 2 to 7 to 9. Right? 2 to 7 to 9. Right? Right. Let's see. Can you convert this 2 into 6 easily? Yes. Yes. How do you convert? Multiplying by 3. 3 times 2, 6. Okay. If you multiply this 2 by 3, so you have to multiply with this 7 by the same number, which is 3. 3 times 7, 21. So this is not a match, right? This is not a match. So let's see this one. How do you convert this 2 into 10? You have to multiply this 2 by 5. 5 times 2, 10. Okay. Then here you have 7. So 7 should be multiplied by 5 again. 5 times 7, 35. So it should be a match, right? Then 9. 9 times 5, 45. Yes, this is the match. So eventually, right, you know this is the match for this one, right? So try to find the way, right? 24 needs to be converted into 6. Multiples of 4, right? So if you divide this 24 by 4, you can obtain 6. If you divide 36 by 4, you can obtain 9, right? If you divide 12 by 4, you can obtain 3, right? So that is how you are going to do this, right? මේ ගෙදර වැඩ හින්දා තමයි මම මේක මෙහෙම සාකච්ඡා කරන්න දරුවෝ, right? When it comes to the lesson, I will go back to the board, right? So you need to catch the pattern, right? Right. Here, number 4, rewrite and fill in the blank. All right. So you have to rewrite this one, right? 3 to 4, right? 3 to 4 equals, here you have blank space, and 2, 8. Right. So what is the only data that we can use? 4 has been converted to 8. How do you obtain 8 by using 4? Just multiply this 4 by 2. 2 times 4, it will give you 8. So you have to multiply this 3 by 2. So 2 times 3, 6. So this is the answer, right? Likewise, you have to do the rest, right? Here, 8 has been converted into 16. Multiply by 2, right? Again, this 5 should be multiplied by 2. It will give you 10, right? And here, 3 has been converted into 12. How do you convert 3 into 12? By multiplying 4. 4 times 3, 12. So you have to multiply 1 by 4. Right? 4. The blank space should be 4. 4 times 1, 4. Right? And also here, 6 has been converted into 48. Multiples of 6. Right? 6 times. Here the 6 times. Tell me.
8. 6 times 8.
Yeah, 6 times 8. කට්ටිය මේ શબ્ද නැතුව ඉන්න හින්දා මම මේ පොඩ්ඩ ඇහුවේ, right? කම්මැලිත් දන්නෙත් නෑනේ. 6 times 8. Nice. 6 times 8. So you have to Then if you want to fill this space, right, you need to divide your 32 by 8, right? So then you can obtain the value for here. It should be 4. 8 times 4, 32, right? The other way around, right? So here you have 5. 5 has been converted into 25. How do you convert? 5 times 5, right? 5 times 5. So this has been multiplied by 5, right? How do you obtain 15, right? By multiplying a value by 5, right? How do you obtain 15? What should be the empty place? Multiples of 5, right? If you multiply this number by 5, you will obtain 15, right? What should be the number in the blank space? Tell me. Anyone?
3.
Yes,
3.
3. Yeah, it should be 3. Then 5 times 3, 15, right? Guys, wait. Vidusha innada? Vidusha nayani? Vidusha left. Power cut at the last week or before last week, he had a power cut, right? As I remember. Oh, Vidusha. Guys, give me 1 minute. Right, okay. So here 12 and here 36. How do you convert 12, right? How do you convert 12 into 36? Multiples of 12, right? 12 times 3. Yes, excellent, right? Then you have to multiply this empty place. Sorry. Then you have to multiply this empty place by again 3, right? From here to here, right? So then you can obtain 15, right? How do you obtain 15, right? By multiplying a value by 3. 3ෙන් ගුණ කරලා මෙතන තියෙන value එක, how do you obtain 15, right? The other way around, you have to divide 15 by 3, right? So the empty place should be 5. 3 times 5, it will give you 15, right? Okay, right? Hope you can understand. Guys, do you have any problem of that? Because some of you guys got some answers wrong, some answers correct, right? I think few of you got correct answers, right? Some had correct and wrong answers both, right? So let's do 5. Vidusha connection now, right? Okay. Right, let's do this 5, right? Fifth one. Please write this, right? Please write. Right. I will teach you how to do this, right? Please write number 5. Right. I will teach you how to do this. Then I will give you the 6th one and 7th one to do. Right? These are from your grade 7 now. Try to do
Excuse
it.
me, sir. What
Ah.
should we do?
So you have to write this 5th question and let me know. Then I will explain how to do this one. Right?
Okay, sir.
So I previously discussed the homework, 3rd one and 4th one. Right? I thought I think you got all correct, right, from your homework. Right? So doesn't matter. Right? And for now, please write the 5th one and let me know. Taggala liyanna, right? And please let me know when you finish. Right? I will tell you, I will show you how to do this. Right? Step by step. Then you have to do the 6th one.
Sir, I did it.
Okay. Nice. Guys, who's is this Vidusha the Motorola? Okay.
Yes, sir. It's our dad's phone.
Okay. Nice. Right. Okay. So hope you guys have finished writing now. Okay, I am going to open the video and I am going to stop sharing. Right. Okay. ඔන්න පළවෙනි වතාවට දැන් තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ මාව දකින්නේ right? අද දවසට right.
Hi, sir.
So let's do the 5th one. What did he say? So when you are right, when you are doing these kind of question, right, you need to read very carefully. Right? So I need to tell you the first things first, right? First things first, right? Right? So you need to read the question very slowly, right? Because you are just beginning, right? You are not in an exam, right? Exam you have to read and write fast. That's a different story. But here, right? So let's see the ratio of the price of a pencil to that of a book. Right. So what are the two quantities? They are giving us the ratios, right? Two ratios of pencil to book, right? Pencil to book. So that is the first data, right? That is the first data that you can gain from that painting by reading, right? So let's see. Try to catch the pattern now. Don't do anything. Please look at the board, right? Only you can see your question only, right? I mean, you can read only the question if you want, right? So until I explain, right? Until I have finished explaining, so you have to look at the book, right? Step by step, I will tell you how to do it, right? 5th question, right? The ratio of the price of a pencil to that of a book. Pencil to book. Right. Pencil. This is how we are going to write down a ratio on it. Pencil to book equals 3 to 4. 3 to 4. Right? If the price of a pencil is 15 rupees, if the price of a pencil is 15 rupees, find the price of a book. Now let's see how to do that. So this is the ratio, right? I can write this in a different way, right? Now look at the board. Pencil to book. Pencil to book. 3 to 4. 3 to 4. Right? And what is the price of a book? Oh, sorry, sir. Price of pencil. 15 rupees. Price of a pencil? 15 rupees. 2. You have to find the price of the book. So you have to find this one. Right? So try to understand the way I am doing. You have two quantities, pencil or two items, pencil to book, and the ratio has been given 3 to 4, right? And the price of the pencil has been given 50 rupees. And you have to find the price of the book, right? So now we are going to do, right? So basically, now in this kind of question, right? In this kind of question, we are considering this 3 to 4 as part, right? Kotas, right? Cancel kotas tuma, right? Kotakin kotas hatara, right? For pencil, 3 part. For wood, 4 part, right? 3 part of a pencil, 3 part of a pencil cost 15 rupees. 4 parts of a book cost how much, right? Now, parts in a you need to keep in your mind. Part, right? So, we now here you have 3 parts of a pencil, right? 3 parts of a pencil, right? Cost 15 rupees, right? Now we are going to find 1 part of a pencil, how much it costs, right? Now look at the board. I am going to give you the right way to do, right? Price of 3 parts of pencil. Price of 3 parts of a pencil. Price of 3 parts of a pencil. So this is, I will put here price, right? This is price, and these are parts, so that you can understand it. Then there on it, right? Price of 3 parts of a pencil. Price of 3 parts of a pencil. 15 rupees. Right? Some of you guys know this one, right? But however, I need to keep your memory refreshing from grade 7, right? Before going into deep dive into the next questions, right? So those are a little bit bigger than this, but those are very easy, right? I will teach you the pattern, how to catch the way you need to solve. කොහොමද ඔයාලා solve කරන්න ඕන මේ pattern එක කියලා ඔක් කියලා දෙන්න, right? So these are very simple one. So first of all, you have 3 parts, and that 3 parts was 15 rupees, right? And here you have 3 parts, right? Now we are going to find the 1 part of a pencil, price of 1 part. Before we had 3 parts, now we are going to find 1 part, right? So you have to write price of 1 part of a pencil. Right? Here we had 3 parts. Now we have 1 part. So you have to divide this side by 3 and this side by 3. Right? Because you are going to obtain the price of 1 part. Right? 3 parts are 15 rupees. How do you find 1 part? 15 rupees divided by 3. Right? So what is the price of 1 part then? 5 rupees. Right? 5 rupees. So this is not the answer yet. Right? And what they are asking from us, you need to find the price of a book. Price of a book, right? And how many parts do a book have? How many parts do a book have? Right? How many parts? 4 parts. Right? So this is the price of 1 part. And you need to find the price of 4 parts. How do you find? 1 pencil costs this much, and you are going to find, right? The price of 5 pencils. Right? So this is the price of 1 part. You are going to find the price of 4 parts. Right? Then we can write. I will go to this area because I do not have enough space. Right. This is the price of 1 part. Right? And here we have 4 parts. Parts of a book, right? Of a book. Parts of book, right? We have 4 parts. Right? We have 4 parts. Right? Now here is the price of 1 part, right? 1 part. Right? We are going to find the price of a book, right? How do we find the price of a book? Because a book has 4 parts, right? Book has 4 parts, right? We are going to multiply this 1 part by 4, right? ₹5. 1 part was ₹5, and the book has 4 parts. Right? Book has 4 parts. We are going to multiply it by nil. So the price of a book will be 5 times 4, 20. Right? 20 rupees. So this is the final answer. Right? I will explain you it again. Huh? First of all, they have given us the ratio pencil to book 3 to 4. I have written down it like this: pencil to book 3 to 4. Right? So these are called parts. 3 to 4 called parts. Right? And the price has been given for the pencil. Right? Price එක දීලා තියෙනවා pencil වල. Which is 50. Right? 50. We have to find the price of book. Right? And here this 50 rupees related to 3 parts of pencil. 3 parts of pencil cost 15 rupees. Right? So here it is. Price of 3 parts of a pencil, 15 rupees. We need to find the price of 1 part. 3 parts, 15 rupees. How do we find the 1 part? 15 divided by 3. 1 part, price of 1 part is 5 rupees. Right? Now, if you find the price of 1 part, you have to multiply it by 4. You have to multiply it by 4 in order to obtain the price of a book. පොතක පිළ ගන්න ඔයාලා මේ තියෙන price of 1 part, you need to multiply it by 4. 4 multiplied by 5, 20. 20. Right? Please write this down. මෙතුලි What happened? Sorry, I just see the message. මෙතුළ ඉන්නවද? ඉන්නවනේ. මෙතුළ, did you got what I explained here? Okay. So please do this. And when you finish writing, let me know. So you have to follow the same way for each and every question, right? So this is the pattern that you need to catch, right? So try to understand the steps that I have done. If you cannot understand, please let me know. මේක තේරෙන්නේ නැත්නම් මට කියන්න. I will explain. So for today, we are going to do lot more questions. Right. Okay, Biniti has done, right? So if you finish writing, you can send me D for done. Right? Right, Sanuki done. Okay. Others, tagga ලියන්න. මේක තේරුම් අරගන්න. Right? No, actually no need to draw an arrow because this is for your reference. මේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට තේරෙන්න තමයි මම මෙතන arrow එක කියලා මේ 4 parts තමයි ගන්න කියලා. This 4 parts. Right? All you have to do is, right, find the one part, right? Price or the whatever given, right? If you write this, the pattern will be 15 divided by 3 multiplied by 4. 15 divided by 3 multiplied by 4. Right? 15 divided by 3, the answer multiplied by 4. Right? If you draw this one, the question is totally 90% done. If you draw this cake, right? The question is totally 90% done. Right? Then you have to write. These are your own words. මේ ඔයාලගේ භාෂාවෙන් තමයි ලියන්නේ. Right? Done. Right? So what you have to do? Find the price of one part, then multiply that one price of one part by 4. Then you can obtain the price of the book. Right? Okay. Let's go to the next one. Vidusha is having the connection problem again and again. Yo, what to do? Right. Okay. Please write the sixth one. No. You have to write this and try to do it yourself. Right. And I want to see who finishes first, and I want to know that you got the point or not. Right? මේක තේරුණාද නැද්ද කියලා I want to know. Okay, sign up that done now, right? Okay. So please write down the question number 6, right? And try to do it by yourself in the same way. That is not price, but it is mass. Mass. It is not price, but it is mass. Tanuka, did you do it? Right. Sanuki has done the sixth and seventh. Nice. Okay. Right, Sanuki, can you send me the answers for the sixth one and sixth one and seventh one?
Okay, sir.
Okay, please send me. Sanuki, if you find the answer for the mass of Pratap, can you send me? I need the full answer. I need the complete answer. Just answer is enough. 2 kilograms, 3 kilograms, 5 kilograms. Right? Viruti, can you send me the answer, please? And Veduli, if you the yeah, okay, let's see. Yeah. Nice. Suddenly, what is your answer? Yeah. What about others? Right? You have to make right? You have to match how to write the sentences. Right? Okay, Mithuli, I got it. ඔය බඩගිනිය වෙනවා නම් වතුර එකක් බිස්කට් එකක් එහෙම ළඟ තියාගන්න. ඒවා කන ගමන් බොන ගමන් ඒ වැඩ ගන්න අම්මට කියලා තේ එකක් හදාගන්න. right? රෑ වුණාම අම්මට කියලා කවා ගන්න. Yes. Vinodhi has sent me the answers for the seventh one as well. Right, okay. Nice. Right. If you got this thing, right, you can do the seventh one as well, right? In that meantime, I will discuss the sixth one, right? You others, if you got the answer 45 kilograms, yes, then you can try the seventh one as well. You have to send me the answer, right? And Sanuki and Bigati, you have to just check your answer, right? If you have done all the question, right? Because I need to refresh the knowledge of every one of you, right? Right. Okay. So let's do. Right. ඔගොල්ලෝ ඉවර කට්ටියට can do the seventh one, right? I will discuss the sixth. If you obtain 45 kilograms, I think it is correct, right? Right. Sixth one. Right. I will read the question. The ratio of mass of Pratapa to India's 9 to 11. Pratapa to India 9 to 11. Okay. Right. I will say Pratapa P. Pratapa equals P. India equals in, right? So this is for your reference, matter. Right? Maybe you are right? This is okay too, right? Pratapa India. What is the ratio? 9 to 11. 9 to 11, right? Now we have mass. What is the mass? Then 55 India's, right? 55. Yeah, අපි මෙතන ගමු අපේ දෙකේ නම් ගමු, right? Now. Right? මෙතන ගන්න කිය ඔයාලා දෙන්නේ කිනම්, right? ඕනේ නැහැ. ඕනේ නැත්නම් පැටලෙනවන්නේ, right? අපි ගමු මේ නැත්තම් කවුද විදූෂ නිම්ඩිය සයිඩම් right විදූෂ is item right right just joking huh? So this is 55 kilogram right and you have to find the mass of Pratap kilogram right this one so here what is being given now 55 kilogram 55 kilograms is okay and it relates to India it relates to 11 parts of India right so let's write down mass of how many parts 11 parts of mass of 11 parts of India. 55 kilograms. Right? So we have to find 11 parts, 50 kilograms. Okay? Mass of one part of India. Whole item. Right? Whole item. Right? So 11 parts, 55 kilograms. So how to find the one part? 55 kilogram divided by 11. It's given, yes, 11 times 5, 5 kilo. Now parts of Pratap, I am not going to write Pratap. Parts of P, Pratap. 9. Now not price but mass of Pratap, mass of P. Right? Here you have how do you find the mass of P? One parts of P 9, right? I'll put it here. You have to multiply it by one part. One part equals to 5 kilograms. 9 times 5, 45 kilograms. Right? Your answers are correct. Huh? Nice. Good. So all of you can remember may who's gone? Veronica is not here. Right? What the- Guys, give me 20 seconds. Huh? Right. So I will discuss the seventh one as well. I hope you have sent me the answers for the seventh one as well. Right? If you have something to be written, you can write. Right? Seventh one say Taman, Suresh, and Kasim are friends. There are 3 friends. Taman, Suresh, and Kasim. The ratio of their heights, the ratio has been given 5 to 4 to 6. If someone's height is 125 centimeters, calculate the height of Suresh and Kasim. Right. Okay, the same thing you will follow, right? Now, this is not mass, but it is height. Right. Because before that, I will remove this part. We have green pen. Someone අපිට ඕන ගත්තා ඉතින් මෙතන අපි කට්ටිය. Someone I will put SA. Right? Then for my reference, මට ඒක easy. Suresh, Su. Hasim. Hasim K. Right? So, Sa Su K. Right? Sa to Su to K. Right? Sa to Su to K. Saman, Suresh, Kasi. Right? Sa to Su to K. The ratios that we given 5 to 4 to 6. 5 to 4 to 6. Now parts okay. Now they have been given us 8 of Saman. Right? Saman's 8. 8 is 8. Yeah, it is 125 centimeters. Yes. So you have to find the 8 of Suresh and Kasi. This one and this one. Right. So let's do. So all the details are available for Saman. Right? Saman ke ඔක්කොම ටික තියෙනවා නේ. Saman's 8 and Saman's part. So this is where we are going to start solving the question. Right? මෙතනින් තමයි අපි question එක හදන්න පටන් ගන්න. Okay? So previous we have to find height of how many parts? 5 parts. 5 parts of Saman. 125 centimeters. So you have to write these things up. Then height of one part of Saman. So we know 5 parts, which is 125. We have to divide 125 by 5 in order to obtain for the height of one part. 125 centimeters divided by 5. And it will give you 25 centimeters. So one part relates to 25 centimeters. If you know one part, you can find for 4 parts and 6 parts. Right? I'm not going to write this one now. Right? Now I will write directly 8 of soup. 8 of soup equals. Now we know the height of one part, 25 centimeters. We need to multiply this by the part of soup. Parts 4 parts. So this is 100 centimeters, 100 centimeters, right? And same height of K. See, height of K, right? See. Right. How to find one part 25 centimeters and Kasim has 6 parts. 6 times 25. Right? 6 times 5 30. 6 times 2 12 150 centimeters. So the height of Suresh 100 centimeters, height of Kasim 150 centimeters, right? Right? Did you understand, guys? I didn't share the I didn't stop sharing the slides නේ slides ටික මම share කරන්න නැතුව තිබ්බේ නේ you have to just tell me මට කියන්න තිබ්බ right guys ඔයාලා දැක්කද ඒක මම explain කරන්න ready did you got it clearly I
Yes,
think
sir.
you can touch the screen නේ then it will yeah okay sorry guys එහෙම වුණොත් මට කියන්න right මම අර stop sharing කරේ නැතුව තමයි මම explain කරලා තිබ්බේ right so in the video it might get recording right recording එකේ studio එක තමයි එන්නේ එතකොට right so how is okay it's okay right so hope you got this right all of you understood or not තේරුණාද නැද්ද do you have any question
No,
you can huh
no questions.
right okay පළවෙනියට no කියනකොට මම බලනවා තේරුණා නැද්ද කියලා right right guys tell me if you have any questions I will clear right if you have any problems you can send me a message or you can speak to me right Veronica is having connection issues විදුෂ ඔයාගේ ප්‍රශ්නේ හරියද
Yes, sir.
okay sign up did you got this
Yes, sir.
okay so for one more time I will explain this one so in the question they are saying Samat, Suresh, Kasi, there are three friends. I for my reference, I have told them Sasu and K. Right. So this is my model. Right. I have put it into the model. Right. Parts and height has been given, and Sa to Su to K. Right. Samat to Suresh to Kasi. Right. So I have written down the ratios of Samat, Suresh, Kasi. 5 to 4 to 6. And the detail of someone has been given 125 centimeters, right? 125. So all the details for someone are available, right? Someone ki සියලුම තොරතුරු ටික මෙතන තියෙනවා. So we have to solve the question from here, right? We have to begin the question from here, right? So here 8 of 5 parts of someone, right? So someone has 5 parts, and we are going that is 8, right? The item is or the quantity is 8. 8 of 5 parts of sum 125 has been given, right? And if you know the 8 of 5 parts, you have to find the 8 of 1 part. 8 of 1 part of sum 125 divided by 5. It will give you the 8 of 1 part 25 centimeters. Then very easy. You have to multiply this 25 by 4 and you have to multiply this 25 by 6, right? Then you can obtain the 8 of Su and 8 of K, Suresh and Kasi. So this is it, right? 8 of Suresh, 25 centimeters multiplied by 4 parts, 8 of Kasi, right? 25 centimeters by 6 parts, right? So done, right? Okay. Now let's move සඳලු විදූෂාරි කවුරුරි මට කියන්න මම රෙකෝඩින් ඔන් කරලා තිබ්බේ නැත්නම් හරියද අර වගේ මේ ෂෙයාරින් එකක් දාලා තිබ්බොත් right ඒ දෙන විතරක් නෙමෙයි හරි කවුරු හරි කමක් right කවුරු හරි one of you please tell me මේ if I am stop did you stop sharing when I am teaching in the board on the board and if I didn't put the recording right recording එක දැම්මේ නැත්නම් හරි මේ වගේ වෙලාවට පොඩක් මම කියන්න right okay so I hope you can see the screen. Right. Now this part is okay. Okay. Now we are going to move to this part. Right. Please write this representing the ratio as a fraction and write this question as well. No need to draw, right? No need to draw. No need to draw. Write the subtitle and write the question. And when you finish, let me know. Huh? I can send it to your chat as well. Wait. I'll send it to the chat. Right, it is in the chat. Right. Right. If you finish writing, let me know. You can send me D. Right. Okay. Vidusha has done, right? Hope others, do you still need more time to write? මේ lesson එක පට්ට easy දාන්න. මේක මාර lazy, right? You have to catch the pattern now, right? Try to understand the way I am teaching. මම ගන්නන විදිය අල්ලගන්න බලන්න, right? So, right, okay. Most of you have done. One thing to tell, මේ කතාව පොඩි කතාවක්, right? මේ දැන් ඔය right අපේ රටේ තියෙනනේ මොබිටෙල්, right? Dialogue, right? විවිධාකාරය, right? අපේ පැත්තට දැන් dialogue වලට signal නැහැ, right? හැමදාම use කරන dialogue කියලා, right? ඒකේ signal නැති වුණාම they will give you මේ මොනවද outdoor antenna, right? Outdoor antenna දෙනවා, right? දැන් ඒව මුකුත් ඕනේ නැහැ. If you have money, right? If you have money, you can go to Starlink, right? Done all Starlink can available, right? Each and every one of you must find
Elon
about-
Musk's company, no, sir?
Sorry?
Elon Musk's company, yak.
Yeah. So you update, right? Nice. So make a Starlink project area of the Elon Musk. Elon. එයා අද දීලා තියෙනවා ලංකාවට මේකේ access, right? කියන්නේ ලංකාවේ හැමතැනටම full coverage, right? Upload speed එක හිතා ගන්න බෑ. Download speed එක 200 Mbps. So what dialogue ලා mobitel ලා airtel ලා hutch ලා ඔක්කොම කැලේ, right? But the package is somewhat bigger, right? So මාසෙට 15000 විතර ගෙවන්න ඕනේ, but you have unlimited access, right? Unlimited downloading, unlimited uploading, right? මෙහෙම කරද්දී ඕන එකක් පාන්න පුළුවන්, right? download කරන්න පුළුවන්, තප්පරෙන් download කරන්න පුළුවන් film එක. හරි. So this facility has been given to Sri Lanka now by Elon Musk. I think he has posted a Twitter message, text message. Twitter has been owned by Elon Musk. Now it is called X, right? And X message has been posted that he has given the installing full coverage to Sri Lanka, right? So if you have money, yeah, those are good, right? So now they might give you something like cheap, right? Cheap and more data, right? Right, other guys can give you something like that. Right? Make our part of that, right? The other communication platform will give you something like very cheap data and vast coverage, so on and so forth, right? Okay, however, right, if you have money, you can bring this. මට නම් ඉච්චර නැහැ ස්ටාලින් ගන්න තරම් හරි ගත්තොත් කියන්නේ right. Okay, that is for your additional knowledge. Each and every one of you must find about Elon Musk and what he is doing and what is X, right, and what is installing and so on and so forth, right. And related to Elon Musk, there are cryptocurrencies, right. So that is an emerging field, evolving field, right. So those are the things that you need to learn if you want to go for the next level, right. Blockchain, right? Blockchain, cryptocurrencies, right? And artificial intelligence, machine learning, right? Are කවුද? විපක්ෂ නායකතුමා කියනවා වගේ නෙමෙයි, right? Artificial intelligence, machine learning, data interpretation, data කියා යන එකක් තියෙනවා. දන්නවද නැත්නම් අනිත් මාත්‍ය? හරි. Right, ඒ වගේ නේ. So you have to learn those things, right? For your additional knowledge, yeah? Data science. And this relates so many parts, right? Data science and machine learning. Machine learning is a part of data science, right? These are separate fields, right? මේවට වෙන වෙනම job තියෙනවා, right? Machine learning, artificial intelligence, right? This is called like AI, so you know, right? And robotics. There are so many things, right? Blockchain, right? This is the next world, right? You can do works from your home, right? For the other country. කියන්නේ ඔයාලට ගෙවල් වල ඉඳලා ඔයාලා expert කෙනෙක් වුණොත් මේ වගේ, right? And the other countries will hire you. ඔයාලා hire කරන්නේ හොඳ salaries වලට, right? Blockchain, cryptocurrencies, right? මේවා මේ ඔයාලගේ additional knowledge එකට කියන්නේ. මේවා මේ next generation දැනටමත් තියෙන but අපේ ලංකාවට වැඩි involve වෙලා නැති fields තමයි මේවා, right? මේවා involve වෙලා තියෙනවා. blockchain තමයි මේවා අඩුයි. Cryptocurrency, blockchain, data science, machine learning, artificial intelligence, robotics, right? And so on and so forth, right? I will tell you a lot more in upcoming ones, right? Right? Vidusha, what is this? Opudasai. Yeah. Japanese word, right? Yeah. Japan පුළුවන්ද? මට ටිකක් පුළුවන් කියලා කියනවා. Right, okay. So that's an additional. So let's get back to the lesson. Right, okay. What I was telling is, right, I told you to write down the question, right? Okay. Right, it says, first of all, right, first things first, like I said previously. To make recordings done anything. Yes. Right. To make a mixed fruit drink, mango juice, pineapple juice, and orange juice. right? What are the three items? Mango, pineapple, orange, right? If you can remember previously, right? Okay. So we identified the three quantities, all three these three items, right? Mango juice, pineapple juice, orange, and these are mixed in the ratio 2 to 3 to 1, right? 2 to 3 to 1. Find the fraction of each type of juice in the drink, right? If you mix them together, right, you have to find the fraction, right? Each and every item has been included in the total mixture, right? So, as a fraction, you need to find the fraction. Now look at the book, right? So, this is whole lot of things, a mixture, and this is mango, and this is pineapple, whatever. Right? The other one is the orange, right? And you have to find a fraction, right? Fraction. You know how to find a fraction, right? Right? It says find the fraction of each type of juice in the drink. So this is the whole juice thing, right? The whole thing. And when you are going to find a fraction, the small thing comes to the numerator, the biggest thing comes to the denominator, right? So how to find the fraction of mango? Don't write a fraction of mango. Mango divided by the mixture. Right? If you want to find the fraction of pineapple, I am just writing down. No. Small thing is the pineapple. Pineapple mixture. If you want to find the fraction of orange, orange comes to the numerator. This I gave you a hint, and the mixture goes to the denominator. Right? This is how we are going to obtain different fraction of each type included in this mixture. Right? So this is fraction of pineapple. Pineapple divided by whole mixture. Fraction of mango. Mango divided by whole mixture. Right? Fraction of orange. Orange divided by whole mixture. Right? Now keep that in your mind now. Smaller divided by biggest one. Smaller thing divided by biggest one. Right? Numerator divided by denominator. Numerator small, denominator big. Right? Keep that in your mind. Right? No need to draw anything. Now let's go to the question. Right, like previous, I am going to write mango. What we have here, mango, pineapple, and orange. Pineapple and orange. Right. Mango to pineapple to orange. And that's the ratio. So in the question, they have been given mango to, right, pineapple 3, orange 1. 2 to 3 to 1. Mango to pineapple to orange 2 to 3 to 1. So when you are going for this example number, when you are going for solving these kind of questions, right? First of all, you need to write this kind of, right? Then it will be very easy, right? Now, as you remember, right? As you remember, these are the parts, right? Previously, I told you parts 2 to 3 to 1, right? Now, if you are mixing all these fruits together, right? 2 to 3 to 1, 2 to 3 to 1, right? Also mixing together. I will put 2, right? Putting into the mixture. Then I will put 3 from pineapples, right? Then it will make 2 plus 3, 5. And orange one only. I am putting one only. 2, 3, 5. 5 plus 1, 6. Right? So all the parts, 6 parts, right? 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 1, 6 parts have been mixtured now, right? Can you remember what I told earlier, how to find the fraction of mango, pineapple and orange? Okay. Now in the mixture we have 6 parts. Right? In the mixture we have 6 parts, right? That is the biggest one. How many mango parts are there in that 6? Tell me that. That's the one thing. How many mango parts should be there in that total 6?
2 parts.
Yeah, 2 parts. How many pineapple parts should be there in that 6 parts? Total mixture?
3.
3. How many orange parts should be in there in the mixture? 1.
1 part.
Yeah. So we are going to now write how to obtain the answer for this question, because we have to find the fraction of each type of juice in the drink, right? So these are the ratios, right? And we are going to get the sum of the ratio. This is the first thing that you need to do. Sum of the ratio, right? Because I am going to use that area that so that I am going to write it under this, right? So you can write here ratio, right? At the same line. So I am getting 2 lines. Sum of the ratio. So what are the ratios? 2 to 3 to 1. 2 plus 3 plus 1. It will give you 2 plus 3, 5, 5 plus 1, 6. Right. And if you obtain this one, right, the question has been done up to 80%. Right? 80% you are done. Right. Now let's find, right, the fraction of mango, right, in the okay, the juice, huh? Now look at the word. Don't write, huh? Don't write. Look at the word. I will give you the time to write. Just first understand. And when I am writing, always try to understand what should I do next, right? What should I do next? This has to be there. This has to be there. Now mango fraction is solved. Then I need to move to the pineapple fraction. Then I need to move to the orange fraction. Likewise, you have to think, right? Fraction of mango juice or whatever, right? So you have to write a fraction, numerator divided by denominator, right? Denominator should be the biggest part. It should be the total ratio, which is 6, right? Total mixture 6. How many mango parts are there? 2 parts. 2 upon 6, right? Can we simplify this furthermore? Yes. 2 and 6 can be simplified furthermore, right? So I will write this again. then you can understand 2 upon 6. This can be simplified furthermore because 2 and 6 can be divided by using the same number 2, right? 2 times 1, 2 times 3. So the final answer will be 1 upon 3, right? So fraction of mango 1 upon 3, right? Right. Same as that fraction of pineapple. Right. Total fraction 6, right? Total mixture 6. Total mixture 6. From that pineapple, we have 3, right? 3 parts of pineapple. So can we simplify this furthermore? 3 upon 6? Yes, no? By using 3, you can do 3 times 1, 3 times 2, right? So your final answer will be 1 upon 2, right? I am using different colors, right? So doesn't matter. Right there, mango done, pineapple done. So last thing, orange. Fraction of orange equals total mixture you have 6 parts. 6 parts. And in that total mixture, fraction of orange 1 part. 1 upon 6. So this cannot be simplified further. So this is the final one. So this is how we are going to obtain fraction of each mango, pineapple, and orange in that mixture. Fraction of mango 2 upon 6. 2 upon 6 total mixture. Fraction of pineapple 3 upon 6. Pineapple 3 total mixture 6. 3 upon 6. Fraction of orange, right? Orange parts 1 and the total mixture 6, right? 1 upon 6. Right? Please write this and let me know, right? Right. මම උගන්නනෝන ලියන්න එපා. ඊට පස්සේ පස්සේ තේරෙන්න දෙවියා. Right. Most of you have done. Sorry. Right, I am telling you again, right? When I am teaching, please don't write. I will give you the time to write. වෙලාව දෙනවා ලියන්න. Right. Okay. Okay. Methuli is still writing. Right, guys. මේ මම ආයෙ කියනවා. මේ මම මෙතන මේ මොකක්ද මේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ සිග්නල් නැති පැත්තක වගේ ඉන්නවනම්, right? So you can get outdoor antennas as well, right? I mean, it is good for both. I mean, your health and for your phone. While phone එකකට හොඳයි, right? And all of you guys, it will be very good. හැකියාවක් තියෙනවා විතරක් outdoor antenna ගන්න. If you are using like mobile නම් මම දන්නේ, right? Mobile dialog ළඟ දෙනවා ලොකු antenna එක, right? මම මේ ඩයලොග් එකම මේ ප්‍රොමෝට් කරනව නෙවෙයි right මම මේ ඔයාලට වෙන අපහසුතාවය මග අරවන්න තමයි කියන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ අර time to time disconnect වෙනවා right ආයෙනවා යනවා right so සමහර වෙලාවට මට බලන්නත් බැරි වෙයි right එතකොට අපරාධෙන්නේ right okay so I hope you got the pattern for this kind of questions right so let's try another one. Right. I am going to share this screen. Right. No need to write this question, right? Because exercise 16.1, right? Please try to do this one. I want you to, I want to understand that you got the thing or not, right? Oh, no. Wait. I will do this, right? I will do this. This is 16.1 and I will put this into the chat. 16.1. There is something to be teach, right? Actually, no need to teach this. You know it already, but I will teach you how to do it. Right? Right. I will put it into the chat, the question. Right. So you can try it your own self. Right. I have put it into the chat. Right. Well, I think everyone can see. Right. It is in your textbook. Huh? 16.1. 16.1 first page.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. Who's that?
Should we write the question?
Actually, no need. If you have your textbook with you, no need to write. Do you have the textbook?
Yes, sir.
All right. So you can refer it, and I have put it in the chat as well, right? So no need to write. Put just 16.1. Exercise 16.1. 16.1 first page. Right. Then you can refer it. Right. Okay. Right. So now, if you know how to do this, you can do it before me. Right. If you do not know, right, please follow me. Right. Okay. Sudesh and Rahim shared some money. Sudesh received 450 while Rahim received 500 rupees. Okay. So that is the first thing to be written in the question, right? So what are the two people? Sudesh and Rahim. I will take S and R. Sudesh to Rahim. What are the rupees? Sudesh received 450. Right? Rahim received 500 rupees. Right? So in the first question they are write in the simplest form the ratio in which the money was divided between them. Right? You have to obtain the simplest form of this. How do you obtain the simplest form of this? Right? So you have to simplify it to the some levels, right? So let's do that. 450, 500, right? So how do we simplify this? Here I am going to write it down again, right? 400, 500. Right? By looking at this, right, at once you can divide this side by this side, right, by 10, right? Right? Because 0 to 0, 0 to 0. Right? Or you can do this in a shorter way, right? I will teach you. Now, how many zeros are there at the end? For this one, 1 0. For this one, 1 0. Right? In that case, right, you can simplify this 0 to this 0. Right? This 0 to this 0. Right? If you have something like this, right, how many zeros will be cut off? Cancel out. 0 to 0. 0 to 0. So the answer will be 10 to 1. Right? Something like this. Right? Try to catch the thing, catch the logic. 0 to 0, 0 to 0, 0 to 0. So the answer is 20 to 2. Right? So this is not a simplest form, but after cancelling out the zeros, you can get this. Right? So here, same thing I have applied. 0 to 0. So you will get 45 to 50. Can this be simplified more? 45 to 50. Right? What is the number that you can divide both these numbers at once? What is the number? What are there are few numbers, right? But tell me what one number that you can divide this and this at once.
5, sir.
Sorry?
5.
Yes, 5. The common factor or the common number for 45 and 50 is 5. Multiples of 5. These are multiples of 5. Right? So I will divide both sides by 5. Right? This side divide by 5. This side divide by 5. Right? Then 5 times 1, 5 times 9. 5 times 1, 5 times 10. Right? I will put this 9 and the here. Right? 5 times 1, 5 times 9, 5 times 1, 5 times 10. So the answer is 9 to 10. S to R 9 to 10. Right? So if I write it down again in the simplest form, right? This will give you 9 to 10. And it is related to S to R. Right? S to R. Right? So here from here onwards, right? Top to bottom, you have to write it in a same line, same columns. Suresh in your left, Rahim in your right. Right? So you can understand it very clearly. So the simplest form of 450 to 500 is 9 to 10. Right? Please write this. So that is the answer for the first one. That is how we are going to give the answer in the simplest form for this. Right? You have to divide these numbers until you get this. Right? Until further, if you cannot divide, that is the simplest form. Right? 9 and 10, there are no any other number in, right? To simplify or to divide. 9 and 10 cannot be divided by any number, right? Other than
Excuse me,
except
sir.
1. Sorry?
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, yes.
Sir, I had another internet problem. Can you tell me again what happened?
Alright, so here the Suresh and 5, right? So they had money 450, 500, right? So here what I have done is, right? I have simplified this 0 and 0. So that is basically if you divide this side and this side by 10, you can simplify the 0, right? 0 to 0. Then what is remaining? If you cancel this 0, 0 to 0, 45 to 50, 45 to 50, right? 45 to 50, right? Then you need to find a common factor or the common value or common number that you can divide this number and this number by 5. Sorry, this number, both numbers by same number, right? You can divide this number and this number by the same number, then you can obtain the simplest way, right? 45 and 50 can be divided using 5 because that is the multiples of 5, right? Multiples of 5, right? So I have done what I have done here is 45 divided by 5. If you dividing this side by 5, you need to divide your right hand side by 5 also, right? 45 divided by 5, 50 divided by 5. Right? So 5 times 1, 5 times 9, 45. 5 times 1, 5 times 10, 50. Right? Then you can write the simplest version 9 to 10. 9 to 10. So someone 9, 5, 10. Right? So that is what I am explaining. So this is the answer for the first part. Right.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, welcome. Right. Write the amount today's received as a fraction of the amount Rahim received. Right? Express this in its simplest form. Right? Wait, write in. Right. Write the amount Sudesh received as a fraction of the amount of Rahim received. Right. So, how much of amount Sudesh received? This is the Sudesh part. Right? So, I will tell you. This is related to Sudesh. Right? Right? Now look at the board. No, I will write it again. This is the answer for first part. I will write it second. So this is what I am going to second. Right? So Sudesh to write 9 to 10. Right? So they are asking from us a fraction, write the amount Sudesh received as a fraction of the amount Rahim received. Right? So we have to write it something like fraction of received by Sudesh right? Received by Sudesh to amount received by Rahim. How do we write it? Sudesh to Rahim. Sudesh to Rahim, right? So as a fraction, Sudesh comes to the first, then you have to divide it by Rahim, right? Sudesh in the numerator, Rahim in the denominator. So Sudesh received 9 parts when Rahim received 10 parts, right? So this should be the answer, right? Fraction of received by a fraction of amount. Fraction of amount received by Sudesh to amount received by Rahim. Right? Sudesh to Rahim. Sudesh 9, Rahim 10. 9 upon 10. So that is the answer for the second one. Right. Hope you guys have finished writing, right? Give me 10 seconds. Huh? Right. Okay. Let's do the third one. Right? What fraction of the total amount? Total amount. How do you find the total amount? Right? If you can remember in the mixture problem, how do we find the total? Right? So here you have Sudesh 9 parts, Rahim 10 parts. How do you find total? 9 plus 10. Right? If you make something this kind of a question, right? What fraction of the total amount? Total amount is to R 9 to 10. 9 plus 10. Right? You have to add the ratios together. You have to add the ratios together in order to obtain the total amount. Right? Total. That is your denominator. If you can remember in the previous question. Right? 9 plus 10. Right? And what it is been asked? Amount? What is the fraction of the total amount did Rahim receive? Right. Okay, let's do that. First of all, we need to find the total amount. This is the third question. Total amount equals 9 plus 10. We have to add the ratio. It will give you 90. Now it is asking what is the fraction of total amount that Rahim received. Right? Fraction of Rahim. I will write like this. Fraction of I am not going to write Rahim. I will write R. Fraction of R. Fraction of R. So R, it is 10. Right? 10. 10 out of 90. Right? 10 is related to Rahim. 19 is related to total amount. Total amount. Right? 10 divided by 90. So this should be your answer. Right? Please write. That is very easy. Right. When you finish writing, let me know. Right, okay. තිසංග ඔයාලා දැන්ද join උනේ?
සර් දැන් ටික වෙලාවට කලින් සර්.
අද මොකද උනේ මේ කියන්නේ කලින් join වෙන්න බැරුනේ මේ however still we are in the very beginning of the තිසංග. Right, these are very easy. So you have to catch the pattern now. Each and every question goes in the
Okay.
same way. Right. Right. Did you guys understand this part? Exercise 16.1. First question. Do you have any questions to be clear? මේක මොනවද ප්‍රශ්න තියනවද?
No sir.
Okay, nice. So I am going to give you to try it yourself, right? Second one, right? I am going to give you the second one. You need to try it yourself. Huh? It is in your textbook as well. Yes, try to do this. This one. No need to write, right? No need to write. I will put this in the chat as well. I want to see who finishes first as well. And if you do not know, right, it is okay. I will teach you how to do this. Right? If you are not familiar, right, it's okay. But I will give you the time to try. And the question is in the chat, right? And I will send it using the both ways. I try to read and try to understand what it is asking. Right. I am going to stop sharing now. So it is in the chat now. I want to see who finishes first, right? And try it yourself.
Excuse me, sir. What are dry rations or something?
Gyrations කියන්නේ කවුද විදූෂක කවුද මට ඇහෙන්නේ කවුද කියලා
Yes, Vidusha.
මොනවද අර මේ ආහාර පියවි සලාද කියලා කියන්නේ පියවි සලාද ඔය මේ අද දැන් ඔයා ට්‍රිප් එකක් යනවා නම් ඔයා ඒව තමයි ගෙවෙන්නේ ඩ්‍රයි රේෂන්
Next.
right ඒ කියන්නේ පැක් කරලා හොඳට පැක් කරලා you are going to remove the air එයා ඒක අයින් කරලා පැක් කරලා ලස්සනට ගිහින් පල් තියා ගන්න පුළුවන් වෙන්නේ right පියවි සලාද ඩ්‍රයි රේෂන් ඩ්‍රයි
Thank you,
කරලා
sir.
තියෙන හොඳට ඒක right
Thank you, sir.
okay Chandalu, if you got the answer, you can send me. Yeah? What in the second question they are asking what fraction of the amount that B received is the amount that A received. So you have to get the fraction like A divided by B. Yeah. So in that question, right, in the second question, what fraction of the amount that B received is the amount that A received, right? So we are going to compare shares of A to shares of B, shares of A to shares of B, right? So A should come to the numerator, shares of A divided by shares of B, right? That is how you are going to find the fraction. And same thing you have to apply for the third question as well. What fraction of the amount that C received, right, is the amount that A received. So we are going to compare the shares of A to shares of C, right? So for the third one, you have to divide shares of A by shares of C. Nandalu, yes. What is the answer for the third term? So it should be other way around. So you are going to compare the other way around, shares of A to C. Are those minus? Minus or equal mark? No, right. Got it. Second dash 4 divided by 7. Okay. Right. What about others? Yes, Binti, yes. That's correct. Huh? විදූෂණ පොඩ්ඩක් උඩයට මාරු වෙලා. Right. So now shall I discuss? Right. Hope you other guys have done, right? So what about you? So it's, did you finish, Tama? Do you need more time or I am not receiving other answers? Sanuki, Methuli, Veronica, Zainab, Chenuki, Disanga, Ituka, Itumini. I would like to see all of answers of all of you. But you have to practice this one. You have to practice. Yeah. Right, okay. So let's do. We have a lot more to do, but right, each and every one of you need to understand it. Right? Veronica, did you send the answer?
No, sir, I'm still doing it.
Okay, right, I will discuss. The stock of dry rations is distributed among the three families A, B, C. Okay. Is A, B, this is the 16.1 second question. Right? A, B, C. Dry ration. So, what is the ratio? 4 to 5 to 3. They have been given us that 4 to 5 to 3. Right? Then express separately the quantity of dry rations received by each family as a fraction of the whole stock. Whole stock. What is the whole stock? How to find the whole stock? You have to add the ratio. Then 4 plus 5 plus 3. 4 plus 5 plus 3. It will give you 12. So what is being asked? Fraction of the whole stock received by each family as a fraction of. So fraction of A, family A. Fraction of family A. I will write fraction of A. Right? What is the part of A? 4. Whole stock 12. Right? Can you simplify this furthermore? Yes. 4 and 12 can be simplified by 4. Right? Multiples of 4. Right? So I will write this again, then you can understand. 4 divided by 12. Right? And I will use this. 4 times 1, 4 times 3. Final answer is 1 upon 3. And same as that, fraction of B. What is the fraction of B? Part of B, 5. Whole part, 12. Equal mark. So this cannot be further simplified. This cannot be further simplified. Right? 1000 root of 10 because 5 and 12 there are no common factors, right? So again, fraction of B. So what is the part of 3? You see 3. It comes to the numerator, denominator comes the whole stock, 12. 3 upon 12. You can simplify this furthermore. Okay? 3 upon 12. Okay? So multiples of 3. 3 times 1, 3 times 4. We have multiplication table as common factor. So the answer is 1 upon 4. And these are the simplest form. Right. So this is the answer for the part 1. Then part 2. What fraction of the amount that B received is the amount that A received, right? So we have to compare the share of A with share of B, right? So in these kind of questions, you have to get the numerator where it is at the end, right? I mean, amount that A received. It should be the numerator. Amount that B received should be the denominator, right? So B comes to the denominator, A comes to the numerator. So because we are going to compare what A received as a fraction with what B received, right? We are going to compare the shares of A with shares of B, right? So I will write it. If you want, you can write down. This is for your additional knowledge. We are going to compare the shares, right? Received by A to the shares received by B, right? So let's write down this as the fraction. Fraction of A to B, right? A divided by B, right? So what part A received? 4. Yes. What parts B received? 5. So this is it, right? So this is the answer for second one, right? And third one, what is the fraction of the amount that C received is the amount that A received, right? So we compare A's shares to C, right? I write it here for your reference. Right? We compare A's A के shares to C, right? अभी compare करना A के shares with C, right? So that is what is being asked in third question. What fraction of the amount that C received, right? C received is the amount that A received, right? So we are going to compare A's shares with C, right? With C. So fraction of we can write fraction of A to C, right? So A divided by C because A to C. A divided by C. A divided by C. What are the fraction of A received? 4. What are the fraction of C received? 3. So this is the answer for the third one, right? If you have something got wrong, please write this. Right, I will give you these two as homework, right? So you have to follow the same way, huh? Right. So please write the next subtitle. Right, this dividing in a given ratio. Dividing in a given ratio. Right. Please write down this example. You have to write down the subtitle dividing in a given ratio, and you have to write down the example number 1. I will put it in the chat. එකම විදියට යන්නේ මේ ටික, right? So same way you have to follow. Right. It is in the chat. Right. Right. Please write it. Right. Hope you have finished writing. Right. Let's read the question first. A, B, and C are 3 people. Right? So A, B, and C are 3 people. So example number 1. Example number 1. A, B, C. These are 3 people. A to B to C. Right? If 2000 rupees was divided among them. Right? So total of 2000 rupees are there now, right? I will write it in the somewhere else here. Right? Rupees. So just for my reference, right? I have written down it here, right? 2000 rupees. අපි ගාව රුපියල් 2000ක් තියෙනවා, right? ඒක පැත්තකින් කියලා තියෙනවා, right? තාම ඕන වෙන්නේ. Among them in the ratio 2 to 3 to 5. Ratio 2 to 3 to 5. 2 to 3 to 5. Right. Now let's read the question. Write the fraction of amount of money received by A, B, and C. So we have to do the previous thing here, right? We have to find the fraction of A received fraction of B received, fraction of C received, of the total amount, right? Right. So let's do that. Please look at the board. Look at the board. I will give you the time to write. So in the question they ask write the fraction of amount money received by A, B, and C. So first of all, I am going to do that part only. Right? Total amount, right? 2 plus 3 plus 5. 2 plus 3 plus 5. 2 plus 3, 5. 5 plus 5, 10. So I can write now fraction of amount received by A. I will write fraction of A. Right? What is the total amount? 10. What is the fraction part of A? 2. You can simplify this furthermore. Right? 2 times 1, 2 times 5. Right? 2 times 1, 2 times 5. Right? Then fraction of B. Same thing. Fraction of B. Total amount 2 plus 10. B, 3 parts. This cannot be further simplified with fraction of T. Fraction of C. 5 divided by 10. Right? These parts are 5. Total parts are 10. 5 divided by 10. This can be simplified further. 5 times 1, 5 times 2. Yes. 1 upon 2. So this is the answer for the first part of the sentence. Right? Then they are telling us by using that fraction 1 upon 5, 3 upon 10, 1 upon 2. By using this fraction, right? By using this fraction, right? Find the amount of money received by each, right? You have to find the amount of money received by each. How do you find, right? So this is the total amount of money, and also this is the total amount of money, right? You know the fraction that A received from this 2000 rupees. You know the fraction of amount of money A received, right? Of total of 2000 rupees, which is 1 upon 5, right? Right? From this 2000, A received 1 upon 5 share or part, right? From this total 2000 rupees, B received 3 upon 10 amount. From this 2000 rupees, B received 5 upon 10 amount, right? This from this 2000, right? So that is what they are asking from you, right? Right. So let's calculate that. Right? So we have fraction of A, right? 1 upon 5. So here you no need to be actually obtain this one, right? If you put like this, it will be easier to simplify. So for now, forget it because they have asked from you the simplest version, fraction of A 2 upon 10, fraction of B 3 upon 10, fraction of C 5 upon 10. Just keep it like this, right? Right now we are going to find the amount that A received, B received, C received from this 2000. Right? Now look at the board. I will use this area. Right? Because they haven't asked us the simplest form of this net. So that is why I am keeping 2 upon 10, 3 upon 10, 5 upon 10. Right? This will help us to simplify with the 2000. Right? Because here you have 10, here you have 2000, right? So I will let you know what is the relationship, right? Please look at the book, right? Amount of money received by A, right? How to find what is the fraction of A? 2 upon 10, right? Fraction of A, 2 upon 10, right? Multiplication. What is the total money that we have? 2000 rupees. I think I have enough this plus. Equal mark, fraction of A, 2 upon 10, right? Total money that we have, 2000 rupees, right? 2000 rupees, right? Now, you know how to divide 2000 by 10, eh? Right? How many zeros are there? 1 0, and here you have 3 zeros. You can cut down, you can cancel out 1 0 from there, right? So I will rewrite it again, then you can understand. 2 divided by 10 multiply 2000 rupees, right? So here it is, right? 0 to 0, right? So here now we have 2 multiplied by 200 rupees. If you multiply 200 rupees by 2, then what you have as the answer? 400 rupees. So A will receive 400 rupees. Right? Same way, I am going to find, right? You have to write this amount of money received by blah 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 by B. Right? Equal. What is the fraction that B received? 3 upon 10. 3 upon 10. Right? And what is the total money that we have? 2000 rupees. We are going to multiply 3 upon 10 by 2000 rupees. Right? So we have to do the same thing as the previous step. Right? Here you have 1 0 and you have to cancel 1 0 out. Right? 200 rupees multiplied by 3. Right? We receive 600 rupees. So, when I am doing this, you need to think the next step. How to find the amount of money received by C, right? Same as that. You have to do. Now you can think use your mind to think. This has been done in this way. This has been done in this way. C. So we have to multiply this fractional part by total amount, right? Blah 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 by C, received by C, right? You have to write down. How many fraction? How much of fraction did he receive? 5 upon 10. 5 upon 10. Multiply. How much we have? 2000 rupees in total. Right? So here again 0 to 0. Right? We are going to divide it. 2000 divided by 10 can 200, right? 2000 divided by 10, 200. 200 times 5. 200 times 5 can 1000 rupees. 1000 rupees. So A received 400, B received 600 rupees, C received 1000 rupees. Right? So C received the biggest fraction. Right? Please write down Tangga nane. Tangga left. Right, when you finish writing, let me know. When you finish writing, let me know. Right. Right. Okay. Please write the example number 2. Sandun and Shashika started a business, and I will put it in the chat as well. Right? Right. Please, I will give you 3 to 4 minutes to do the Sandun and Shashika. Right. Sandun, Shashika has started business at the beginning of a certain year by investing 30,000 and 40,000 respectively. At the end of the year, the profit from the business was 28,000. Write a fraction amount of profit received by Sandun and Shashika. So you have to write down the fraction, and you need to keep it in simplest form. Simplest form. Sandun to Shashika. I am giving you a help. Little bit of help. Sandun to Shashika, 30,000 to 40,000. Right? So you have to simplify it, right? In order to find the simplest form, and you have to find the fraction of amount of profit received by Sandun and Shashika, right? Then you have to do what we done in the last question at the last part, right? අන්තිමටම කරපු ටික කරන්න තියෙන්නේ මෙන්න මෙතන, right? By using this 28,000, we have 28,000, and how much of profit will receive Sandun, how much of profit will receive Shashika. First of all, you need to find the fractions that received by Sandun and Shashika. I want to see who finishes first, and you have to follow the same pattern that we did in the last question. Right, I will give you like 3 minutes, right, until up to 8. Right, try it yourself. Another 2 minutes remaining. This is very simple. You have to follow the same step. Okay, someone has done. Let's see who finishes. Okay, Sandalu has done. Sandalu, can you send me the amounts, right? Final answers in rupees? Nice. Okay. Right. What about others? Situmini, Veduli, Vinuti, Vidusha, Vinodi, Sainav, Hituka, Sanugi, Chenuki. What about you guys? So if you have finished, please let me know the answer. Right. Please send me the answers that person of the both person receive. Sadun and Tashika. I want you to try and fail, right? Okay, then you can understand where my fault is. Right? කොහෙද මගේ වැරද්ද තියෙන්නේ කියලා then you can understand, right? So try and fail and try and fail and try and fail. Then one day you can fly down, right? Go guys, send me the answer. You can just okay, right, good. Veronica, did you got the answer? Chenogi, Sanogi, did you send me the answer? Okay. All right. So Veronica can send. You can send me the answer through chat. Sign up. Well, sign up, but WhatsApp speaking every day. Teachers answers. Sign up didn't send me the answer through WhatsApp today. Why is that? It is hard. Right, okay. So, however, I'll discuss. Look at the board. Right? So, again, you have to. චක්කරේ බෑ. සමහරවිට චක්කරේ බෑ. දැන් මේ ගණන් නෙමෙයි බැරි, right? You people can't do multiplication table. Right? අපි පරණ කට්ටියට මතක කරා. In month of April, I told you to go through the multiplication table, නේ? Right? මම අහනවත් කිව්වා දැන් ඉඳන් හරි. Right, okay. Others also you have to study multiplication table from 2 to 12, right? කොයි වෙලාවෙ මම අහන්නේ දන්නේ නැහැ, right? At any time randomly I will ask from you. අම්මලා පිටිපස්සේ ඉන්නවා නම් හොඳයි බලන්න. එතකොට පාඩම් කරන්න පුළුවන්. right? Okay. සයිලම් මට ෆොටෝ එකක් right. Yeah, your answer is correct. 3 to 4, right? So that is the simplest version, right? Okay, let's do Sadun and Sashika, right? Started a business, right? I will write. This is the second question. Example, Sadun. Sashika, right? Started a business. And by investing 30,000 rupees and 40,000. Sadun 30,000. Right? කොල්ලන්ට සල්ලි දීලා නැහැ. වැඩි. Sashika 40,000 rupees. Right. First of all, right? Here you have two huge numbers, 30,000 and 40,000. Right? You can't go the journey, right? So you have to get the simplest version of this. If you see something like this, right? 30,000, 40,000. Okay, I will write it again, right? So you have to get the simplest version of this. Right? How many zeros? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can divide both sides by 10,000, right? 10,000, 0, 0, 4 zeros means 10,000, right? So you can divide both sides by 10,000, right? Instead of that, I will, right? You can simplify, cancel out the zeros, 0 to 0, 0 to 0, 0 to 0, 0 to 0. 3 to 4. So ratio is for Sadun to Sashika is 3 to 4. Right? Sadun to Sashika 3 to 4. Right. So now the profit was 2000, sorry, sir, 28,000. Right, I will keep it in the somewhat here, right? Right, because I will need it at the end. Right? Write the fraction of amount profit received by Sarun and Shashi. So we have to write the fractions of received by Sarun and Shashika by using this, right? So what is the total amount? Equals 3 plus 4 equals 7, right? So total part 7, 7 total part. Sarun received, right? Fraction received by Sandur. Right? Sandur, Sandur not a 2 9. Right? For Sandur 3 part. What is the total part? 7. 3 upon 7. And likewise, fraction received by Sashika. Shashika down, 4 parts. Right? Shashika has 4 parts. What are the total number of parts? Altogether 7. Okay? 3 upon 7 for Sandur, 4 upon 7 for Shashika. Now 80% of the question is done. Right? Now we have to find the what are the profit margin, what are the profit that received by Sandur, or the profit that received by Shashika. Right? Right. Fraction and find the amount of money received by each of them. Right? Amount of money received by you have to check your answers. You have to check your answers. Amount of money received by Sandur how do you do this? What is the fraction for Sandur? 3 upon 7. And what is our total profit? Total money 28,000. Right? How to simplify that? Right? 28,000 divided by 7. How do we do that? Right? Can 28,000 divided by 7? Yes. Right? Second number way you have to use long division. Now you know how to use that way? 7. 7 times 4, 28. 0, 0. This 0 comes here, 0, this 0, 0, 0. 4,000. Right? So you will get 3 times 4,000. Right? If you want, you can simplify there as well. Right? How do you do that? 7 to 20. Right? 7 times 1. 7 times 4,000. Right? 3 times 4,000. 3 times 4,000. Which will give you 12,000 rupees. 4 something. Right? 12,000 rupees for something. Right? And I will rewrite this clear this one. Blah 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 by now the Kashi. So you have to write. Okay? What is the part received by Shashika? What is the fraction received by Shashika? 4.7. Okay, 4.7. And what is the total amount of money we have? 28,000. Right? So like previous, 28,000 can be divided by 7. Right? I did it previously. 7 times 1. 7 times 4,000. Right? 4 times 4, 16. Then you have to add 3 zeros at the end. 4 times 4, 16. And how many zeros? 1, 2, 3. Altogether 6,000. Right? So these are the answers that you need to get. Right? Amount of money received by Sanon, amount of money received by Ashika. 12,000 and 16,000. Right? Yes, yes. Sign up as NVIDIA. Right. Right. Please write the question. I will share the screen now. අද තනිකර ගණන් කොටක් තමයි තියෙන්නේ. සයිනම් මට තාරාවෙක් කියලා. Right, okay. So, please write this example number 3 and draw this table as well. Please write this question and draw this table. And when you finish, let me know. මේක ටක් ගාලා ලියා ගන්න. මේක ටිකක් පැහැදිලි කරන්න තියෙනවා. Right? In the table, don't write these things. I will explain how to get them. Keep it empty. Right? These red cells should be kept empty. මේවා empty තියන්න. I will tell you how to obtain these answers. Right? Only you have to draw the table with Sumudu, Kumudu, right? Right? These are the headers, table headers, right? And keep this area empty. Please let me know once you finish. Right, taggal liyanna. Right. Right. I think you have finished writing. Okay, Situka done, Sandalu done.
Sir, are you going to off your share screen?
Sorry? Ah,
Your
yeah.
screen.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you, teacher. And so I hope others have done writing now. So I'm going to tell you how to fill this table now. Right? I will stop sharing now. Guys, do you need more time? Others? Right, I hope you done. Right? Okay. Dito done, Veronica done. Yeah. Okay. Right, I'm going to stop sharing. Sign up. What about you?
Done, sir.
Alright, okay. Situmini?
Done, sir.
Okay. Chenuki? Right. If you send DE, right, then I can feed any. So, right, okay. I'm stop sharing. Okay, look at the book. So let's read the question. Kumudu started a business. Right? This person has the owner. This person is the owner. Right? On January 1st. Look at the board. Kumudu starting the business. Right? January 1st. January 1st. Right? Of a certain year. How many months are there for year? How many months?
12.
12 months. Right? So there are 12 months. Right? Up to December. Right? December 31st. Right? We have 12 months. Right? Don't write down. I will give you the time to write. Here you have 12 months. Right? From January 1st to December 31st, you have 12 months. Right? Right. Now, this Kumudu has started the business on January 1st in a certain year, which has the 12 months of period. Right? Keep that in your mind. Now. If you see something like this question, you have to follow this way. Right? And Sumudu, Sumudu joined the business by investing 30,000 rupees 2 months later. Sumudu. Then please tell me what is the month that Sumudu is joining? 2 months later. January February, then
March.
yes. If Sumudhu join at March 1st. Right? March 1st. And up to December, right? December 31st. Up to December 31st. How many months? Right? Sumudhu will work. Is it 12 months or less than that?
Less than that.
Sorry?
Less than that.
Yes, less than 12 months. Right? Can anyone tell me? Right? If Sumudhu joins after 2 months later, how many months should come here? Right? March to December?
10 months.
Yeah, 10 months. You have to subtract 2 months from 12, but for a certain year, you have 12 months. Right? Sumudhu joined after 2 months. So you have to subtract 2 by 12. 12 minus 2, it gives you 10 months. Right? So Sumudhu has worked only for 10 months. Right? Okay. Now let's go to the other thing. Right? Like how to fill this? Sumudhu, amount invested in the first column. Sumudhu invested amount. Right? 20,000 rupees. Okay? 20,000 rupees. Sumudhu, 30,000 rupees. 30,000 rupees. Right? Now, most important part. Right? Most important part. Period of investment. Right? Sumudhu started the business in January. Right? And he works for 12 months. Right? Up to December in a certain year. In a year, Sumudhu is investing this money for 12 months. Right? In a certain year. So, period of investment 12 months. Right? Right. What is the period of investment for Sumudhu? Tell me.
10 months.
Yes, 10 months. Because we have found it here. Sumudhu joined after 2 months later. Right? Sumudhu joined the business after 2 months later, March to December. Total 10 months. Right? So Sumudhu has invested 30,000 rupees for 10 months. Right. Now, this one can be filled by you. Right? So you can fill this one. Amount multiplied by period. Amount invested multiplied by the period. Amount invested multiplied by the period. Right? So which gives you 20,000 multiplied by 12. Right? So this is right? 30,000 multiplied by 10. No need to get the final answer, right? 30,000, 30,000. 10 months, 10. 20,000, 20,000. 12 months, 12. Amount multiplied by period. Right? These two columns should be multiplied. Right? Right? If you want, please write this as and fill the date. Right? This is how you are going to get the time period for the period of investment. Period of investment, this is 12 months, this is 10 months. Right? If you actually no need to draw this, right? If you think, if you use your mind, you can calculate the number of months for Pudu and for Sunu. Right? This is how we are going to fill this kind of a table, right? By reading the question. Please write this. If you want separately, you can write down this part. Right. When you finish writing, let me know. Right. Okay. Shall I clear this part? This below part? I am going to clear this one now. Right. Let's go to the questions. Right. Now, if you fill this table, then 90% of the question is complete. If you know how to fill this kind of a question, table, right? You will have done with the question, right? 90% of you have done, right? Let's find. Write the fraction of amount of profit received by Sadhun and Shashika. Most important thing. Not Sadhun and Shashika, right? Kumudu and Sumudu, right? Sorry, I was got the wrong question for that, right? Not Sadhun and Shashika, but Kumudu and Sumudu, right? Right. So we are going to write down the proportion first, right? Kumudu and Sumudu. How do we write this? Right? Kumudu to Sumudu. Look at the board now. When we have these kind of questions, when you have amount and period, right? Amount and period in such question, right? You are sharing a profit, right? You are sharing a profit, and these type of questions you are going to find the ratio like this, right? Now look at the board. Kumudu to Sumudu. Kumudu to Sumudu. Right? Amount multiplied by period. Amount multiplied by period. Amount multiplied by period. This is the ratio that you are going to divide your profit amount of between Kumudu and Sumudu. This is the amount of ratio that you are going to divide the profit between Kumudu and Sumudu. So we are going to simplify this as the ratio, right? We are going to take this part. Kumudu, 20,000 into 12. 20,000 into 12. Right? Kumudu, 30,000 into 10. 30,000 into 10. Right? Right. Now, how do we simplify this? Veronica is having an internet issue, right? So, Kumudu, Sumudu. Kumudu, 20,000 multiplied by 12. Sumudu, 30,000 multiplied by 10. Very easy, right? We are going to simplify the zeros, right? 20,000 we have 4 zeros. 30,000 we have 4 zeros, right? I will write this again, then you can understand. Right? मैं पहले दिन तो आपको क्या मैं आया लिया क्या? Right? Comparison. एक पेड़ है तो लोग क्या? 0 to 0, 0 to 0, 0 to 0, 0 to 0. Right? Are there anything to be simplified? Here you have 2, here you have 2. Okay, I will write it again. Here you have 2. 2 times 12. 2. 3 times 10. 3 times 10. What can you do? Here you have 2 and here you have 10. 10. Right? You can divide this side by 2. Yes. Both sides by 2. Right? So you can obtain 2 times 1. 2 times 1. 2 times 1 2 times 5. Right? And what are the remaining parts? 12 to 3. Sorry. Here 1 times 12, 12 divided by 1, 12. 12 to 3 times 5. Right? 3 times 5. If you want, you can write it as 15. Right? But 3 and 12 can be simplified then. 3 and 12. You have to divide this side by 3 and this side by 3. Right? So you are going to obtain the simplest version now. You are going to obtain the simplest version. Right? 3 times 1, 3 times 4. 3 times 1, 3 times 1. Right? So what is the ratio? 4 to 5. 4 to 5. Right? So Kumudu to Sumudu. 4 to 5. Right? Because I don't have enough space here. Right? So you have to write down this in a same alignment. So Kumudu 4, Sumudu 5. 4 to 5. Please write this. This is how we are going to obtain the ratio. Right? So let's move into the next one. Then. So still we have found the ratios only for Kumudu and Sumudu. Still we have found the ratios only, not the fraction. Right? Please write it down and let me know. Then decoder. This will be the last question that I am doing today. Right? When you finish writing, let me know. Nagalia. This part you know, right? How to simplify 0, 0, 0, 0. And you have to obtain the simplest version of 20,000 multiplied by 12, 30,000 multiplied by 10. So you have to simplify up to further you can. හැකිතාක් දුරට සුළු කරන්න ඕනේ චූටිම අංක දෙක එනවා. Right? චූටිම අංක දෙක ලැබෙනකන් you have to simplify. Right. Okay. So let's write down the fractions that Kumudu and Sumudu received from the profit. So what is the profit? 36,000, right? Right. At the end of the business, at the end of the year, the profit will be 30,000, 36,000. It is in your question, right? So I will remove this one. Now I know I don't need this. I don't. Right. Okay. So 4 to 5. So I will write it here. Kumudu K to S. 4 to 5. Right. So amount, total amount. So first you need to find total amount. Equals 4 plus 5. Equals 9. Right. Amount received by K. Kumudu. Amount received by K. Right. So total amount is 9. How many parts? K received 4. Right. Then amount received by Sumudu. I will put S. Right. Total parts 9. Received by Sumudu 5. Right. So I will use here. So our profit is 36,000. Right? In the question, it has been given. Right? 36,000 of profit. Right? Rupees. Now I am going to find amount received by K. So this is not amount. This is fraction. Fraction received by K and fraction received by Kumud, right? So now I am going to find amount received by K, right? Amount received by K. How do you find 4/9, right? What is the fraction of K? What is the fraction of K? 4/9, right? 4/9 multiply. What is the total profit at the end of the year? 36,000. Right? And please get the answer for this in rupees. Right? And amount received by, I am not going to write all the things, by Sumudu. Amount received by Sumudu. Right? What is the fraction? 5/9. 5/9 times what is our total profit? 36,000. And please let me know the answers for these two in rupees. Please write this. And please write this. And let me know the answer for Kumudu in rupees. And let me know the answer for Sumudu in rupees.
Excuse me.
Simon, did you ask some?
Yes, sir. There was a connection problem for me. So, can you explain me it again?
From where?
From that,
From
yeah,
here? From here.
from 4/9. Yeah, that's right.
Alright. So before finding the amount received by Kumudu and Sumudru, right? We have to find the fraction received by Kumudu and Sumudru. Right? So how to find the fraction received by Kumudu and Sumudru? Right? So total amount we have to find first. So we have to add the ratios together. 4 plus 9, 4 plus 5. It will give you total part 9. Right? Total part 9. Right? 4 plus 5, 9. Right? So by using this, right, we can write the fraction received by Kumudu. Right? The fraction received by Kumudu. What is the parts for Kumudu? 4. 4. What is the total parts? What is the total amount? 9. 4 divided by 9. That is for the Kumudu. Fraction received by Kumudu. Right? Then fraction received by Sumudu. Right? For Sumudu, there are 5 parts. Right? So total parts are 9. Then fraction received by Sumudu, 5/9. 5/9. Right? Now fraction part is okay. Right? Now we can move to find the amount received by Sumudu and amount received by Sumudu. Right? Others can simplify and tell me the answer. Right? Amount received by Kumudu. Right? So how to find amount received by Kumudu? So fraction of Kumudu is 4/9. 4/9. It should be multiplied by the profit that we have. Right? In the question they are saying 36,000 rupees is the profit, right? So, amount of money received by Kumudu, you can find, you have to multiply uh, the fraction received by Kumudu, which is 4.9 by 36,000, right? And amount received by Sumudu, 5.9, you have to multiply it by the same amount, which is 36,000, right? So you have to get the answer. So I have
Thank
done,
you, sir.
right? I have done so much time now. It's more than 3 hours, right? So take a out of the way. So I will give you the answer for here, right? Try to obtain 9 times 1, right? 36 can be divided by 9. So 9 times 4. That means 0, 0, 0, right? 4,000. 4 times 4.
16,000.
Yeah, 16,000. Nice. Right? Here, same. 9 times 1, 9 times 4. 4,000. 5 times 4,000. 20,000. So these two should be the answer. 16,000 for Kumudu. 20,000 for Sumudu. Right? Right, guys. ඔයාලට මහන්සිත් ඇති සෑහෙන්න.